Welcome to another episode of Healing Horizons. I'm your host, and today we are exploring the scientific landscape of Ibogaine therapy. This is a treatment that has captured the attention of researchers, practitioners, and those seeking new pathways to recovery. Joining us today is our expert in the field, who will help us navigate the complexities and potentials of this unique therapy. A warm welcome to you, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited to dive into the depths of Ibogaine research and share some insightful perspectives with your listeners.
Let's begin with a broad overview. Can you provide some historical context for Ibogaine and its traditional uses? Many of our listeners may not be familiar with its roots.
Certainly, Ibogaine is derived from the root bark of the Tabernanthe iboga shrub, which is native to Western Central Africa. Traditionally, it has been utilized by the Bwiti spiritual discipline in Gabon. They used it in spiritual, initiatory rituals and healing ceremonies. Indigenous practitioners understood its capacity to bring about deep introspection and provide visionary experiences, which were often interpreted as spiritual journeys. This profound psychological insight and ability to induce a reflective state are central to its traditional use and bear a striking resemblance to its contemporary applications in therapeutic settings.
It's fascinating how these traditional insights translate to modern therapeutic contexts. Now, shifting our focus towards the scientific study of Ibogaine, can you summarize some of the recent research findings on its effectiveness in treating addiction and other mental health issues?
Absolutely. Recent studies have highlighted Ibogaine's unique ability to intervene in substance addiction pathways. One of the most remarkable findings is its effectiveness in interrupting opiate withdrawal symptoms, which occur without substitution of one addictive substance for another. Studies also suggest significant long-term reductions in drug cravings, allowing individuals time to integrate back into their lives and seek further therapeutic support. Importantly, the success rates can be attributed not only to the biochemical effects, but also the psychological impact of the emblematic journey or experience the substance induces. This dual action is what potentially sets it apart from other pharmacotherapies.
Those insights are incredibly enlightening, particularly in how they underscore the multidimensional role of Ibogaine therapy. Could you delve into the specific mechanisms of action, especially how Ibogaine affects the brain and potentially disrupts addictive behaviors?
Certainly. At the biochemical level, Ibogaine interacts with several neurotransmitter systems. It binds to the serotonin transporter, impacting serotonin levels in a manner similar to antidepressants. Additionally, it modulates dopamine receptors, which are key players in reward and addiction pathways, easing cravings and addictive behaviors. More intriguingly, it promotes neuroplasticity. The brain essentially becomes more malleable or receptive to new patterns of behavior and thinking, facilitating long-term changes and recovery. This unique neurogenic mechanism distinguishes it from other treatments that predominantly focus on symptomatic relief rather than underlying neural restructuring.
This biological perspective on Ibogaine's efficacy is indeed promising. The therapy's dual impact on both symptoms and underlying neural structures is invaluable. To personalize this further, let's bring in some human stories. Could you share some narratives of individuals who have experienced transformation through Ibogaine therapy?
Most definitely. One particularly compelling narrative comes from a former opioid addict who described Ibogaine therapy as waking from a 20-year slumber. The individual recounted their experience consisting not only of alleviated withdrawal symptoms, but also profound introspection. This helped them confront the traumas and emotional blocks contributing to their addiction. Over several months, they described feeling more in tune with themselves and able to build new, healthier social connections. Such stories, although unique to each individual, highlight the therapy's potential for bringing about comprehensive psychological and physical change.
Those stories of deep transformation are powerful and speak volumes about the therapy's capacity to foster change. Following this, let's discuss the potential benefits and risks of Ibogaine therapy. It's crucial to balance hope with caution. What does research tell us about its effectiveness, and what should individuals be mindful of?
Indeed, it's important to balance optimism with an understanding of the complexities involved. Ibogaine has shown significant potential in treating various addictions and mental health challenges, but it is not without risks. The therapy can induce strong psychological experiences that, if not managed well, may be distressing. Furthermore, there are medical risks. For instance, Ibogaine can affect heart rhythm. Hence, medical supervision and careful screening of candidates are essential. Nonetheless, the potential benefits, when responsibly administered, are substantial, often catalyzing long-term recovery and positive life changes. The key is ensuring access to safe, supportive contexts such as professionally run clinics.
The importance of a supervised and supportive environment cannot be overstated. Now, specifically concerning Mexico, which has become a significant hub for Ibogaine therapy due to its legal status, could you explain the current regulatory landscape and its implications for those seeking treatment?
In Mexico, Ibogaine is not classified as a controlled substance, which has led to a growing number of treatment centers offering this therapy. This regulatory environment has made it more accessible to those from countries where it remains illegal or highly restricted. However, the lack of regulation does bring challenges, including variability in the quality and safety of treatment offered. Potential patients must thoroughly research facilities, ensuring they employ trained professionals and observe stringent medical protocols. This landscape encourages innovation in treatment, but requires due diligence from those seeking therapy.
Accessibility certainly presents both an opportunity and a responsibility for those considering this path. Looking ahead, can you share what future directions in Ibogaine research might entail and why continued exploration in this field is vital?
Future directions are quite promising, focusing on fine-tuning the therapeutic protocol and understanding the full range of its applications. Researchers are exploring the effects of low-dose Ibogaine treatments, aiming to mitigate some risks associated with higher doses. There's also an increasing interest in Ibogaine's potential benefits for conditions beyond addiction, such as PTSD and depression. Continued research is crucial, as it not only enhances treatment efficacy, but also ensures safety. Furthermore, scientific validation plays a pivotal role in advocating for global regulatory acceptance and integration into more mainstream therapeutic frameworks.
Indeed, ongoing research is vital for both refining treatment and expanding its scope. As we wrap up, what resources can you recommend for our listeners who want more information about Ibogaine therapy or need support in exploring this treatment option?
For those interested, I would recommend beginning with reputable sources like published research articles and books authored by leading experts in psychoactive therapies. Websites of credible treatment centers often provide comprehensive guides and support networks. Moreover, forums and communities focusing on addiction recovery can be invaluable for shared experiences and advice. As always, professional medical consultation should be a priority for personalized guidance and screening.
Thank you for those recommendations and for sharing your insights today. It has been incredibly enlightening. To our listeners, we hope this episode has provided you with a deeper understanding of the potential and complexity of Ibogaine therapy. From digging into its historical roots and examining recent scientific advances to understanding personal stories of transformation, our goal is to offer a holistic view of how this therapy can be a game changer for many. As always, prioritize safety and thorough research when considering therapeutic options. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Healing Horizons. We hope you found it as enlightening and inspiring as we did. Remember, healing is a journey, and exploring alternative therapies like Ibogaine is a brave and hopeful step towards it. Stay tuned for more episodes where we continue to bring authentic stories and expert insights into the world of healing. Until next time, stay well and take care of yourselves.